Welcome back to the Pocket English Podcast. I am Sarah, and I am so happy you are here with us today. This is the place where we take just a few minutes of your day to help you speak English calmly, naturally, and with confidence. Today, we are going to talk about something that makes almost everyone nervous. It is not a grammar test. It is not a vocabulary quiz. It is a job interview. But wait, Mark. We are not talking about the big, scary questions today, are we?
No, we are not, Sarah. Hello, everyone. I am Mark. And you are right. Usually when people study for a job interview, they practice big answers. They memorize their strengths. They memorize their weaknesses. They write down a long story about their education. But do you know what part they forget? They forget the first 3 minutes.
Exactly. The first 3 minutes. This is the time before the interview officially starts. This is the moment when you walk through the door, the moment you shake hands, the moment you take off your coat, and of course, that awkward moment when you have to make small talk while walking down the hallway.
I have to be honest, Sarah. That is the part I hate the most. I can memorize a script for "Tell me about yourself." I can study that. But when I walk into the room and the interviewer looks at me and smiles, my mind goes blank. I never know what to say. Do I talk about the weather? Do I compliment their office? Or do I just stay quiet and smile like a statue?
Please do not stay quiet like a statue. That is what we want to avoid. You see, the first 3 minutes are actually a test. It is a secret test. The interviewer wants to know if they can work with you. They want to see if you are friendly. They want to see if you are polite. And they want to see if you can handle simple, everyday English without panicking. If you can start these first 3 minutes well, the rest of the interview will be much easier. You will feel relaxed, and they will like you.
That sounds perfect. I want to feel relaxed. So help me out. Imagine I am standing outside the door. My heart is beating fast. I knock. They say, "Come in." I open the door. What is the very first thing I should do?
The first thing is your energy. You need to walk in with a smile. It sounds simple, but many learners are so focused on grammar that they look angry or scared. So you walk in, you smile, and you make eye contact. Then you need a greeting, but keep it simple. Mark, if you were walking in, what would you say?
I think I would say, "Hello, my name is Mark. Nice to meet you."
That is perfect. It is classic, it is polite, and it is safe. Let's practice that together with our listeners. I want you to imagine you are opening the door right now. Smile, stand tall. Now listen to Mark and repeat after him. Hello, my name is Mark. Nice to meet you. Let's try one more variation. Sometimes you want to sound a little more formal, or maybe you are meeting a senior manager. You can say, "It is a pleasure to meet you." Oh, I like that one. It sounds very professional. It is a pleasure to meet you. Listeners, try that one. It is a pleasure to meet you. Great. Now, immediately after this greeting, there's usually a moment of physical confusion. You have a bag, maybe you have a coat, maybe you are holding an umbrella because it is raining outside, and there's a chair, but you don't know if you should sit down yet. This awkward moment can make you feel small. You need to take control with a polite question.
I have been there. I remember once I stood holding my heavy winter coat for 5 minutes because I was too scared to ask where to put it. I was sweating so much. What should I have said?
You just need to ask for permission or direction. It shows you are polite but also confident. You can simply ask, "Is there a place for my coat?" Or if you are holding a bag, you can say, "Do you mind if I set my bag here?"
That is very useful. Let's practice the coat question because that happens all the time in winter. Listeners, imagine you are holding a heavy coat. You don't want to hold it during the interview. Ask politely. Is there a place for my coat? One more time. Is there a place for my coat? And then the chair. Never just sit down immediately. It is polite to wait for them to offer or to ask. You can simply point to the chair and say, "May I sit?" Short and sweet. May I sit? I think I can remember that. Okay, so I am in the room, I have said hello, I have put my coat away, I am sitting down. Now comes the part I really struggle with. The interviewer sits down, opens their notebook, looks at me, and asks the most common question in the world. They ask, "Did you find the office okay?"
Yes, the journey question. This is the #1 small talk question in the world. Did you find us okay? Or how is the traffic? Now, Mark, I have to warn you, this is a trap.
A trap? How is it a trap? It sounds like a nice question.
It is a trap because many learners use this as a chance to complain. They are nervous, so they tell the truth. They say, "Oh, it was terrible. The bus was late. The traffic was bad. I couldn't find the building. I was running and sweating."
I see. So if I start with a negative story, I am bringing negative energy into the room before we even talk about the job.
Exactly. You want to be the person who solves problems, not the person who brings problems. Even if the traffic was terrible, even if the bus was late, you do not need to share that stress. You want to show that you are calm and capable. So the best answer is short, positive, and grateful.
So even if I got lost 3 times, I should say it was easy?
You don't have to lie, but you can focus on the positive result. You are here, so you can say, "I found it just fine, thank you. The directions on your website were very clear."
That is a great answer. It compliments the company too. The directions were clear.
Right. Or if you took the train, you can say, "It was an easy trip. The office is in a very convenient location."
I really like that one. It makes me sound like a positive person. Let's drill this because I know our listeners will get this question. Listeners, imagine the interviewer asks you, "Did you find us okay?" I want you to answer with the convenient phrase. Listen to Sarah first.
"It was an easy trip. The location is very convenient."
Now you try. Say it out loud. It was an easy trip. The location is very convenient.
Perfect. You are calm, you are positive. Now, sometimes the interviewer is not ready yet. Maybe they are looking for your resume on their desk. Maybe they are waiting for a second interviewer to enter the room. This creates silence. Silence can be scary.
Oh, the silence is the worst. I usually just stare at my hands or look at the floor. Is that okay?
It is better to look interested in your environment. This is a great chance to show your English is natural. You can look around the room and make a simple positive observation. We call this the environment small talk.
Like commenting on the furniture?
It could be the furniture, or the view, or the building. For example, if there is a window, you can say, "You have a wonderful view from here." Or if the office looks modern, you can say, "What a beautiful office. It is very bright in here." That seems safe. It breaks the ice, but it isn't too personal. What if there is no window and the office is ugly? Well, then you can talk about the weather. It is the classic British and American small talk topic. But again, keep it positive. Do not say, "It is so cold outside, I hate it." Say, "It's nice to be inside where it is warm." Or, "It's such a beautiful day outside today."
Okay, so the rule is keep it positive. No complaining about traffic, no complaining about rain. I think I can do that. Before we move on to the next step, I want to remind our listeners of something. If you are finding these tips helpful and you want to keep improving your English for your career and your life, please take a second to subscribe to the channel. We make these lessons just for you to help you feel confident in moments exactly like this.
Yes, please do. We love helping you grow. Now, Mark, we have done the greeting, we have handled the coat, we have answered the journey question positively, we have filled the silence with a nice comment about the office. Now the interviewer is sitting up straight. They are looking at you. It feels like the small talk is ending.
Right, the mood changes. They are putting their pen to the paper. This is the moment I usually get scared again. How do I transition from nice chat to I am ready to work?
This is a very powerful secret that intermediate learners often miss. You can actually signal that you are ready. You can use a transition phrase that shows enthusiasm. It tells the interviewer, "I am professional and I am prepared."
What kind of phrase is that?
It is a phrase that connects your presence to the meeting. When the small talk dies down, you can smile and say, "I have really been looking forward to meeting you." Or simply, "I am very excited to learn more about the role today."
I love that. It's like you're opening the door to the serious part, but you're doing it with a smile. I have really been looking forward to meeting you. It sounds confident.
It is confident. And confidence is 50% of the interview. When you say that, the interviewer thinks, "Wow, this person really wants to be here."
They are motivated.
Let's practice that one because it might be a bit long for some of our listeners. Let's break it down. I have really been looking forward
I have really been looking forward
to meeting you.
to meeting you. Now put it together. Listeners, repeat after Sarah. I have really been looking forward to meeting you.
And the other one? I am excited to learn more about the role.
I am excited to learn more about the role.
That is great. I feel like if I said that, I would actually feel more ready myself. It is like a mental switch.
Exactly. You are telling your brain, okay, small talk is over, game time. So let's review the whole flow, Mark. Can we do a quick role play? I will be the interviewer, you be the candidate. Okay, I am ready. I am standing at the door. I am nervous, but I am prepared. Okay, come in. Hello, it is a pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Mark. Please come in. Thank you. Is there a place where I can put my coat? Oh, yes, just on that chair is fine. So, did you find the office okay? Yes, I found it very easily, thank you. The directions on the website were clear. That is good to hear. It is a bit busy out there today. It is, but you have such a quiet, beautiful office here. The view is wonderful. Thank you. We like it. Well, shall we get started? Yes, absolutely. I have really been looking forward to speaking with you today. Mark, that was perfect. Honestly, if you walked into my office and did that, I would already be thinking, I like this guy. And you know what? It didn't feel difficult. The sentences were simple. I wasn't using complex grammar or big vocabulary. I was just being polite and positive. That is the secret of pocket English. Simple is strong. You do not need to be perfect to be effective. You just need to practice these little patterns. When you have these patterns in your pocket, you don't have to think. You can just focus on connecting with the person. So for our listeners, here is your challenge for this week. You might not have a job interview tomorrow. That is okay. You can still practice this. Next time you go into a shop or a cafe or you meet a friend, practice the journey answer. When they ask, "How are you?" or "How was your trip?" do not complain. Find a positive answer. "It was a nice walk. The traffic was fine." Practice being the person who brings positive energy. I love that challenge. And practice your greeting in the mirror. Look at yourself, smile, and say, "It is a pleasure to meet you." Get comfortable with the sound of your own voice saying these professional phrases. And remember, the interview doesn't start with the first question. It starts with the first hello. If you win the first 3 minutes, you are already halfway to getting the job. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Pocket English. If you enjoyed this lesson, please hit the like button so we know to make more videos about job skills and interviews. And don't forget to check the description if you want to see these phrases written down. But for now, press play on this video again if you need more practice. Repetition is how you learn. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and let your English grow one pocket-sized conversation at a time. See you in the next lesson. Bye everyone. Good luck.